Hello, it's Emma, the Body Love Coach here, and I'm sitting on my front porch today because it's quite warm and it's beautiful to be sitting in the breeze. I think maybe a storm is coming, but it's hard to know. And I just wanted to jump in and have a chat to you about New Year's resolutions, or I actually prefer to call them New Year's revolutions, and we'll get to that in a second. But just in case you haven't seen me before, you don't know much about me, as I said, I'm the Body Love Coach and I am the founder of Blue Sky Vitality. And I'm also a personal trainer, health coach, yoga teacher and Reiki practitioner. And I use all of those modalities to create what I call the Body Love Method, which is a whole host of things that you can do to look after your body and love it with the respect that it deserves, no matter what it looks like right now. So the reason why I want to talk about New Year's revolutions is, of course, it is New Year, and it comes to this time of the year where we all start to think about what we should be doing differently. And I want to tell you a little bit of a personal story before we get into that. I've been having a really sore Achilles tendon now for a couple of months. You know what it's like when you've got a bit of a sore part in the body. It's like, I'll get to the physio. And last week I finally got to the physio, and she did a few, examinations and a few different things, and she said to me, you know what, Emma, I think this Achilles problem is actually to do with menopause. And I was like, because in case you don't know, even though I'm only 44, I have had a full hysterectomy for my endometriosis that I used to have, and that means that this year, or 2017, I went through menopause. And she says that for women, some women with menopause, when they don't produce estrogen anymore, which is what happens, you are prone to tendinitis, and especially prone to tendinitis in your Achilles tendon. I was so surprised. But anyway, she said because usually when this happens, it probably points to a bit of adrenal fatigue. So your adrenal glands sit on your kidneys, and they are the things that give you adrenaline and things to cope with stress. But if we're in a constant state of stress, our adrenals get fatigued. And so that's what's happened with me, because when you're postmenopausal, your hormones, your estrogen can be produced a little bit from the adrenal glands, even though you don't have any ovary production anymore. And because my adrenal glands are a little bit tired, then that means they're not producing any estrogen at all, which means that my ankle is really sore. Weird. And so what was really interesting about this was I am always telling people, especially women, especially my clients, to slow down and rest and love your body and take care. And I realized, wow, if I have adrenal fatigue, I'm not quite doing that. And the problem is I'm just like a nurturer. I love looking after people and helping people so much that sometimes I put myself last. And I think a lot of people can relate to that. And that's why I love my Body Love Method, because I can go back to that now and use some of those tools to help me with my adrenal fatigue and help me with my sore ankle, which is what I've started doing, which is fantastic. So what I've decided, though, as it happened to be at the new year, was to actually create a revolution for myself. And so two things that don't go well with adrenal fatigue are alcohol and caffeine. Two of my favorite things, and I think I'm like a lot of people, caffeine in the morning to get you going and a couple of drinks at night to wind down. But for me, that wasn't becoming a really good pattern. Again, that's not supporting your adrenal function. And so I've decided in 2018 to have a break from both of those things and have my own little body revolution. So how is that different to a resolution? And that's what I wanted to talk to you about now. For me, I think a resolution is when it's a very external thing. So it's like, I just want to scroll down to my notes. So a resolution is when you're really influenced by the outside world. So it might be, I need to look better so other people, I need to lose weight because then other people will respect me more. Or it might be, maybe your doctor or your partner or someone has said something to you about your weight. Maybe you're comparing your life to other people, so you think, well, their life looks better than mine, so I should change my life to be the same as theirs or like theirs. Or it might even be that you're surrounded, and we are all bombarded at the moment with ads about new year, new you, and how can you change the way you look, and you should stop eating, and all those kind of things. So for me, that's a resolution. Whereas a revolution is a real internal thing. So it's more about, how do I want to feel? How do I want to wake up in the morning? How do I want to serve people? How do I want to live my purpose? How do I want my days to look? How am I going to feel energized enough to do all the amazing things that I'm here to do in the world? And so for me, choosing not to drink alcohol or coffee and tea this year is a huge thing. I love both of them. It's not going to be easy. But for me, I had to make that choice and make it a revolution so that I could continue to do all the other things I love, which is, working with my clients and creating programs and all that stuff for my business, but also still have energy and time for my peeps, the people I love, and my family, and all those kind of things. So if you can see the slight difference between a resolution and a revolution, I hope you can, and I hope you've started to think about what's your revolutionary thing to do this year. So if you have chosen resolutions, I highly recommend to rip them up and start to think about the revolution. What can you do from the inside that's going to support you? Not what you think other people think you should do, or how you should look, or how you should present to the world, but how you want to feel from the inside. And I've got 2 amazing resources to help you with this. The first one is the Body Love Summit, which just finished up on the 1st of January, but I've decided to keep it open for a little bit longer. And that's 14 amazingly incredible, inspiring interviews with some experts about my Body Love method. So I thought I'd get some outside people to come in and talk to you about the Body Love method and to teach you the beginnings of it. So that's what the Body Love Summit is, and that's a free event. So if you sign up today at thebodylovesummit.com, you will start receiving emails. Actually, I think you get all 7 days in one email at the moment, which is pretty cool. So that is there, and it's available to you for free. But if you're ready to take things to the next level and really create a revolution in your life, and if you've watched the Body Love Summit and you've sort of been stirred up a little bit but really want to take things further, I'd highly recommend looking into my new group program, which is the Body Love Revolution. And so this is a 12-week group program where we go through the Body Love method together. And I'm also there as support to give you resources and coaching and everything you need to actually embody the Body Love method. Take it home with you, know it so well that you can just, drop into it whenever you need, like I have with my adrenal fatigue issue. So I hope you would love to have a look at that. I'm going to post the link to both the Body Love Summit and the Body Love Revolution. But I really think 2018 is the year of just doing things differently. It's time to invest in yourself, in your own personal revolution, as opposed to just doing what you think everyone else thinks you should be doing. So I hope you have a chance to look at both of those things, and I'd love to see you on board the Body Love Revolution. And if you are one of the first 5 people to register, you will actually receive a free 90-minute consultation with me on top of the program, and that's valued at $197. So I would recommend you jump on board as soon as you can to get one of those free spots. So what's your revolution going to be? I would love to see, and make sure that you post something in the comments or have a click on one of those links and just see what's going to happen for you this year. So thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time I speak to you on video. See ya.